Okay, so recently a lot of drama has happened inside of the FNAF community because some leaks. Well, the problem is that the sources are not existing, to be honest. There's not actual sources. Was sent that in 2020, Scott Carlton decided to give money to a candidate that was planning uh, that had a lot of negative objectives towards the LGBTQ community. And so therefore a lot of people are calling Scott Cawthon homophobic. I think it's a really short way to put it. It's really oversimplified and therefore we're losing a lot of information, but yeah. And a lot of people are fully canceling him, wanting him to leave everything. And I saw a post on the Reddit on the FNAF subreddit that was summing up everything, every details that we needed. The username is Marsha Tucker 300. I don't really know how you pronounce it. It was posted only a few minutes ago, and I'm going to read it out loud so you can get an understanding of it. I'm also going to clarify which developer is talking about, even if I'm not going to go too in depth inside about it. So let's just get started. Maybe it's not my place, since I was never into the whole situation, so I'm not going to say what it is. However, for those who have been harassing and attacking Scott, stop and do your research before you try to cancel someone. Scott had basically donated maybe $1 million or more to charities to fight disease, to help the rainforest, etc. I'm an OG fan from 2014 and I know that type of person he truly is. When a child was sick, he went to the kid and hanged out with him when the kid passed. He created a spin-off game on the kid's honor. He will never do anything to hurt anyone. He's so nice, in fact, he sends free merchandise back when replying to someone which he doesn't need to, but he does. He's not like a certain game developer, not saying who, aka Yandy Redev. He even wrote a letter acting like he was Foxy for someone. What you're doing is taking half my life, basically, and doing this to it. When I read the situation about Scott's family and about how he wanted to live, I broke down and cried. It was so sad. I hope when the aftermath happens, everything can go back to being normal, but I have a strong feeling things will never be the same. The idea of him leaving it feels like losing a close family member and we're all going to the funeral. It's that type of feeling. I watched the video and I see what the person was talking about. So was he hurting those people? The answer is no. He did that for other reasons, and people took that out of context. I feel like crying when even writing this. The fanbase and Scott, none of us deserve the pain, and far we know about the aftermath. The fanbase will never be the same. I don't know what to say. This is just so heartbreaking. Whoever is harassing and attacking him is making him terrified. Quit it. What makes him so different from everyone else? Just because he has a lot of money? That's no excuse. We're all humans at the end of the day, and people should remember that. Would you like it if one of your family members was attacked and threatened terribly over something like this? The idea of the harassment and all that just makes me sick. Just leave the poor guy alone. I'm speaking with my heart here. Just stop the harassment. For me, even if Scott was homophobic, which I highly doubt, he's still a good person. Like he said, he did a lot. He did, for example, with MatPat, he gave $500,000 to an industry that was helping kids that has cancers. And this is the money that they desperately needed. He did a lot to individuals, like that kid. I don't really remember the name. I will put it on the screen. He died from cancer, but before that he wanted to see Scott. So Scott moved just for him, even though he had a lot of things to do because he was working on the other games at the same time. He still did it. And when the kid passed out, he made Freddy in Space 2 as an honor to him. You even get on the loading screen of the game a word saying that this game was made in honor for the kid. And this game was put in the stream of MatPat that I just talked about before. Scott isn't a bad person. The sources for him saying that he's homophobic are really blurry, and there is no actual proof that he did it. And even if he did, to be honest, he doesn't deserve to be cancelled. Oh, and for all the people that are saying that therefore he isn't the creator of NAF, you are just full of bullshit, and you don't know what creating means. Like, you create something, then you become a bastard. Just because you're a bastard doesn't mean that you didn't made it. That's like saying that the creator of Volkswagen was actually a kid born 2 years ago, even though the Volkswagen is way older than that, and it's probably way older than most people watching this video. So that's the same level of bullshit. That's pretty much all I have to say. You can debate on the comments about what you think of my argument or the whole situation, but for me it's just a huge mess that has absolutely no sense. As always, take care, lots of love, and I'll see you next time.